Yeah, quick demo of how you can set up invoice generation, invoice PDF generation from your Airtable data using DocsAutomator's AI agent, which shouldn't take longer than 5 minutes. Basically, what the AI agent is able to do for you is go into your Airtable setup, pull the base schema, the table schema in that base, and then basically creates a template based on that schema for you, and then also helps you connect all the relevant fields, and then also helps you or tells you how to set that up in Airtable in order to send those documents. And we want to see that live now. So the agent is already open here. So I start by saying, help me generate invoices from Airtable. Usually the starting point now is to check Airtable and see. So it's already connected here, and basically search for the right base. It didn't really find the base that I want to use because mine is called Thief Node Studios here. I just gotta copy this here. Is the name of the base. So it's gonna find that base now, pulls the tables that are inside, and then tells us that it's well structured. Yes, because it is. It basically has invoices. We looked at the data, basically has invoices and line items. And then it asks, you want to use an existing automation or create a new one? We want to create a new automation. And I didn't respond to that last question here, which was about whether we already have a template, where we want to say we don't. So we see how basically that template is then being generated for us. That should be a next question now. Would you like to design a custom and pick from the template, upload your own? Please design one for me. It's now asking for my website in order to pull some styles from there. Actually, in our case, I just want to say make it look professional. Maybe real? Question mark. So now it's gonna offer some style choices, which is basically more the general direction of the document. We want to use this classic ledger one. And then it's asking, shall I now go ahead and design a template for you? We say, yes, please go ahead. This process is going to take from 30 seconds to a minute or 1.5 minutes. It shouldn't take longer than that usually. And then we are hopefully happy with the template that is being generated for us. So once again, the cool thing about this is now it's actually, Fish was actually even less than 30 seconds. The cool thing is that this is done based on the fields in our base, in our Airtable base. So this already mirrors basically what we have there in terms of data. It's also now going ahead and actually mapping the fields already for us. So if this actually looks pretty good already, we can close this now, and we will then see that here under data placeholders, we see that the fields are already connected, including line items. So this is pretty good already. So asking for a test document. Yes, please. We want to see a test document for this. So it's looking for some sample records now. This one, we say, okay, use that one to generate. And there we go. The preview is now generated, and it looks pretty good. Has all the data in the right place. And I'm actually quite happy to move on with this. So the last question is, how can we set this up? No, we don't know. Set up email delivery. Set up send invoice button at the trigger variation. Yes. To generate from Airtable via an interface button. Add the automation script. Of course, I know this now. So if you wouldn't know this, then the agent would also guide you in the right direction. It now tells me, okay, you need to open this, then set up that interface button, then copy this script, which I'm doing here. Actually, the way I want to do this is if I open here, I have a create invoice button here, and this create invoice button runs an automation, which is called create invoice. So I'm going to go into the one. Here's the script. I'm going to paste my code in here. I need to define the input variable to pass the record ID. There we go. Update this. This is turned on. And now we can actually test it already. So now for this first invoice here, I go into it. Actually, last thing is we want to save this back to invoice PDF. So one thing we forgot, saving the EF back into Airtable. How do I do that?
The field is called invoice.
So I'm just playing dumb a bit. Of course, I know how that works like in the interface, but I just want to see sort of if the agent is able to set that up into the PDF attachment on that Airtable record. We should be able to see this under actions. This is called PDF. Is that correct? Yeah, it's actually called PDF. So I even gave the wrong name for it. Like the field is called PDF, and it's now saving that PDF back to Airtable in that PDF field. So now we should be good to go. I click on create invoice. And if all goes well, we see the invoice populating here. That looks pretty good. So there we go. Still has watermarks on it. So actually here we set the automation to active, and we can just do this again. And a couple of seconds later, we should see that we have a branded or nicely branded PDF without watermarks. There we go. If you're in DocsAutomator and you want to see like, okay, which documents got generated, you can always go to documents, and then you will see now this one's called Field Studio Invoices, that automation. You can see the last ones here that got generated. For instance, this one here now, this was now the last one that we triggered from the interface. Last thing I want to show you, just because I'm also excited about it, is that you can now actually organize your documents in here. So if you say, I want to store all my Field Studio invoices somewhere, you can create a folder for that, and then you can also move basically these invoices into the folder. And what you can also do is on that automation, on actions, you can actually say that, sorry, not that one, say that, it was actually that one, I'm sorry, that you can, that generated PDFs shall be stored in that folder. So in this case, that one's called Field Studio Invoices. So if we go ahead and we would go to the second one here and we create that invoice for it, then we will see that the invoice pops up here. There we go. But if we go in here, we also see now that that second invoice that we just generated is also basically already organized in that folder. That's it for now. I hope that brings value. Let me know if you have any questions, and speak to you soon. Bye.